Chapter 14. King Abijah died and was buried in the city of David, and his son Asa succeeded him as king. During Asa's reign there was 10 years of peace in the land of Judah. Asa did what was good and right in the eyes of the Lord his God. He removed the foreign altars and the places of pagan worship, tore down the pillars dedicated to Baal, and cut down the Asherah poles. He commanded the people of Judah to worship only the Lord, the God of their ancestors, and to obey his laws and commandments. He also removed the high places and destroyed the incense altars in every city of Judah. During his reign, there was peace. Asa built fortified cities and strong walls, for no one made war against him in those years. The Lord had given him rest. Asa said to the people of Judah, "While the land is still at peace, let us build up these towns and surround them with walls, towers, gates, and bars. We have sought the Lord our God and have obeyed his commands. And because of this, he has given us peace on every side." So they built and prospered. King Asa had an army of 300,000 men from Judah armed with large shields and spears, and 280,000 men from Benjamin armed with small shields and bows. All of them were brave warriors. An Ethiopian named Zerah marched out against Judah with an army of 1 million men and 300 chariots, and advanced as far as Mareshah. Asa went out to meet him, and they drew up their battle lines in the valley of Zephathah near Mareshah. Then Asa called out to the Lord his God and said, "O Lord, there is no one like you to help the powerless against the mighty. Help us, O Lord our God, for we rely on you, and in your name we have come against this vast army. O Lord, you are our God. Let no man prevail against you." The Lord struck down the Ethiopians before Asa and the army of Judah, and the Ethiopians fled. Asa and his army pursued them as far as Gerar, and every Ethiopian was slain. None were left alive, for they were crushed by the Lord and his army. Asa's men carried off a great amount of plunder. They attacked all the towns around Gerar, for the fear of the Lord had fallen upon them. They looted all the cities, taking great quantities of goods. They also attacked the camps where the herds were kept and captured many sheep and camels. Then they returned to Jerusalem. Chapter 15. The Spirit of God came upon Azariah, son of Oded, and he went out to meet Asa and all the people of Judah and Benjamin. He said, "Listen to me, Asa, and all you people of Judah and Benjamin. The Lord is with you when you are with him. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you." For a long time, Israel was without the true God, without a priest to teach them, and without the law. But in their distress, they turned to the Lord, the God of Israel. They sought him, and he was found by them. In those days it was not safe to travel, for great turmoil was on all the inhabitants of the lands. Nation was crushed by nation, and city by city, for God troubled them with every kind of distress. But as for you, be strong, and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded. When Asa heard these words, the prophecy of Azariah, son of Oded, he took courage. He removed the detestable idols from all the land of Judah and Benjamin, and from the towns he had captured in the hill country of Ephraim. He repaired the altar of the Lord that was in front of the portico of the Lord's temple. Then he assembled all Judah and Benjamin and the people from Ephraim, Manasseh, and Simeon, who had settled among them, for many had come over to him from Israel when they saw that the Lord his God was with him. They gathered in Jerusalem in the 3rd month of the 15th year of Asa's reign. At that time, they sacrificed to the Lord 700 oxen and 7,000 sheep from the plunder they had brought. They entered into a covenant to seek the Lord, the God of their ancestors, with all their heart and soul. They also took an oath that anyone who would not seek the Lord, the God of Israel, should be put to death, whether young or old, man or woman. They took the oath to the Lord with loud shouts, with trumpets and horns. All Judah rejoiced over the oath, for they had sworn it wholeheartedly. They sought God eagerly, and he was found by them. So the Lord gave them rest on every side. King Asa also deposed his grandmother Mace from her position as queen mother, because she had made an obscene image for the worship of Asherah. Asa cut it down, broke it into pieces, and burned it in the Kidron Valley. Although he did not remove all the high places from Israel, Asa's heart was fully committed to the Lord all his life. He brought into the temple of God the silver, gold, and other articles that he and his father had dedicated to the Lord, and there was no more war until the 35th year of Asa's reign. Chapter 16. In the 36th year of Asa's reign, Baasha, king of Israel, invaded Judah and began fortifying the city of Ramah so that he could control all movement along the road leading to Jerusalem. Then King Asa took silver and gold from the treasuries of the temple of the Lord and from his own palace, and sent them to Ben-Hadad, king of Aram, Syria, who was ruling in Damascus. He sent him the following message: "Let there be a treaty between me and you, as there was between my father and your father. I am sending you silver and gold. Now break your treaty with Baasha, king of Israel, so that he will withdraw from me." Ben-Hadad agreed with King Bitsah and sent the commanders of his armies to attack the towns of Israel. They conquered Ajan, Dan, Abel-Maim, and all the store cities of Naphtali. When Baasha heard about this, he stopped building Ramah and abandoned his work. Then King Asa brought all the men of Judah, and they carried away from Ramah the stones and timber Baasha had been using. With them, Asa built up Geba and Mizpah. At that time the prophet Hanani came to Asa, king of Judah, and said to him, "Because you relied on the king of Aram and not on the Lord your God, the army of the king of Aram has escaped from your hand. Were not the Cushites and the Libyans a mighty army, with great numbers of chariots and horsemen? Yet when you relied on the Lord, he delivered them into your hand. For the eyes of the Lord range throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to him. You have done a foolish thing, and from now on you will be at war." Asa was angry with the prophet and so enraged that he put him in prison. At the same time, Asa brutally oppressed some of the people. The events of Asa's reign, from beginning to end, are written in the book of the kings of Judah and Israel. In the 39th year of his reign, Asa was afflicted with a severe disease in his feet. Even in his illness, he did not seek help from the Lord, but only from the physicians. In the 41st year of his reign, Asa died and was buried in the tomb that he had cut out for himself in the city of David. They laid him on a bier covered with spices and various blended perfumes, and they made a great fire in his honor. Chapter 17. Jehoshaphat succeeded his father Asa as king of Judah and strengthened his kingdom against Israel. He placed troops in all the fortified cities of Judah and set garrisons in the towns of Ephraim that his father Asa had captured. The Lord was with Jehoshaphat because he followed the ways of his father David in the early days. He did not worship Baal, but sought the God of his father and followed his commands instead of the practices of Israel. Because of this, the Lord established his kingdom. And all Judah brought gifts to Jehoshaphat, giving him great wealth and honor. Jehoshaphat's heart was devoted to the ways of the Lord. He removed the high places and the Asherah poles from Judah. In the 3rd year of his reign, Jehoshaphat sent his officials Ben-Hail, Obadiah, Zechariah, Nethanel, and Micaiah to teach in the towns of Judah. Along with them went the Levites Shemaiah, Mattaniah, Zebediah, Asahel, Shemiramoth, Jehonathan, Tobi, and Tob, Adonijah, and the priests Elishama and Jeram. They carried with them the book of the law of the Lord and went through all the towns of Judah, teaching the people. The fear of the Lord came upon all the kingdoms surrounding Judah, so none of them went to war against Jehoshaphat. Some of the Philistines brought him gifts and silver as tribute, and the Arabs brought 7,700 rams and 7,700 goats. Jehoshaphat grew stronger and stronger. He built fortresses and storage cities throughout Judah. He stored large supplies in these cities and stationed brave and experienced soldiers in Jerusalem. From Judah, the commanders were Adnah the commander with 300,000 soldiers. Next to him, Jehohanan with 280,000 men, and Amasiah, son of Zikri, who volunteered himself for the service of the Lord, with 200,000 men. From Benjamin, the commanders were Eliada, a valiant warrior, with 200,000 men armed with bows and shields. And next to him, Jehozabad, with 180,000 men armed for battle. All these served King Jehoshaphat, in addition to the troops he stationed in the fortified cities throughout Judah.